Welcome to part 2 of our Chessels tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going over the course of a whole game. I will be playing as Bishop Bruce, who starts with 4 bishops instead of 2, and also can move their bishops through other pieces, and then each bishop has +1 health, which we will get into what that means later.
And I will be playing as Standard Steve. For this game, we will have our cards revealed just to make the tutorial process easier, but in an actual game, you should hide these cards from the other player.
So, after you follow the setup of our first video, you can now start the game. When you start, first check your loot cards, see if any of them say instant at the bottom. Mine do not, but William's does. And
Yep.
if a card says instant on it, that means you need to play it immediately. To play a card, you put it into discard, which is right next to the loot deck, and then you do the effect. So this effect is gain a trinket from the trinket deck, and as we mentioned in the last video, this right here is the trinket deck.
So I have gained the trinket Lots of Loot. This will go next to my character card, not in my hand. And this allows me to gain a loot card if I roll the correct dice shown on the card.
Yep. So now white will go first, and the steps of a turn are as follows. First, you do any start of turn effects, which we do not have here. So I can then move on to the next step, which is the move phase. In the move phase, you make your move just like in regular chess. So my move will be to go from here to here. And the reason my bishop can go over that pawn is because of the Bishop Bruce ability here, where I can move and capture pieces even if pieces are blocking movement for the bishop. So now that I've made my move, I now move to the play phase. In the play phase, that is when you're able to play any loot cards that have this play symbol here. You can play as many as you want during this point. So I will play this Downy Rowney card, which means shift a piece 1 square down. Shifting means you move the piece gets moved to the square stated. It cannot go past a piece though, and it cannot capture a piece if it would move into one. So I'm not going to play my Downy Rowney on this piece. I will instead play it on my opponent's pawn here, and then I will also play it on this pawn. Now, and the reason I'm doing that is so that way William cannot move his knight out of the way so my bishop can attack. And I'll hope that when I kill the knight, I can get a loot card that can help my bishop escape.
So the first thing I'm going to do is play my pawn in order to try and take the bishop. Next, I will use my trinket, Lots of Loot. I will roll a dice for this. And I got a 2, which is not a 1, so
Yep.
I do not loot.
And to clarify how the icons work here, basically you chain them up. So this arrow means activate, as in you tap the card, similar to in Magic the Gathering. And then you would roll, and then if you get the number following, which here is 1, then you would do the following action, loot 2, as in grab 2 loot cards from the deck.
Yep. So next, I can choose whether I want to use a loot card, which I do not at the current moment. So I will move on finally to my character ability, which is the last thing you do on your turn.
Yep, if the little power symbol means at the end of your turn, do the following action.
So I will roll a dice. And unfortunately, I got a 5, which means I do not gain any benefit. So we will move on to the next turn.
Okay, so now I will take the knight here, and then this will let me draw. So whenever a piece dies, both players draw 1 loot card. I got Gold Bomb. This deals 3 damage to a piece. So if we go to, in the rulebook, go to the piece health section, we can see the health listed for different pieces. So we can see rooks have 2 health, and I really want to kill this rook so my bishop doesn't die. So now that I've made my move, moves on to the play phase, I play the Gold Bomb, and that kills the rook. And because the rook is now dead, we both each loot again.
Yep.
And then I will end my turn there.
So, as you can see, I have gotten an instant, which means even though it is not technically my turn, I will get a trinket. So I will put that in the discard and deal myself a trinket and put it next to my Lots of Loot.
Ooh, bag of dice, okay.
Now you see I have Bag of Dice, which I will be able to use later on my turn.
Yep, and that will allow dice to be re-rolled once per turn.
Yep.
Okay.
And my move now will be to move this force up. And I will not choose to use any of my loot cards, but I will choose to use my trinkets. So first I am going to try and use lots of loot. I will roll.
Oh, aw.
That it looks like a 4, so fortunately I do not get anything. But I will try to use my bag of dice in reaction,
Okay.
and I will roll the dice again. As you can see, I got a 2. Unfortunately, I do not gain any effect. But I can now use my character ability because it is the end of my turn. And I will roll the dice again. And I got a 3, so no effect.
Yeah. Okay. So now my turn, I will... Oh, what do I want to do here? I guess I'll... Oh, wait, can I? Okay, I can't. I will... Oh, wait. I'll go... No, wait, no, my knight. Your knight's like literally right there. What am I doing? Um, uh, I'll just get my bishop out, like here. And then I don't want to play into my loot cards, because this one is not useful right now. So I'll end my turn there.
So, for my turn, I will move this pawn.
Okay, this is such a blunder. Oh god. Okay.
And I will choose not to use any of my loot cards, but I will choose to use lots of loot, which means I get to roll a dice. Unfortunately, I've gotten a 6, so I would choose to use bag of dice. Roll again.
Oh, I think that was a rotation.
Oh,
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, all good.
I've gotten a 2, which means I do not get any effect. But now that it is the end of my turn, I will
should
use
still be flipped.
standard Steve and roll for that.
Oh, that you rotated again.
Yep. And
Oh, you finally got it! Okay, so Standard Steve can place a pawn on an available non-promotion square. So basically you can, as long as the pawn wouldn't instantly promote, as in like back row, when you spawn it, you can put it anywhere, so this is a little scary.
Yep, I just need to duplicate the pawn.
Yep, and you can do that by going to right-click and then clicking clone.
Okay, and now I will clone the piece, and I will choose to put my pawn right here.
Okay.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay, so, because I'm not... Oh yeah, you only flip these back when it's the start of your turn. Because you can use them on your opponent's turns, yeah.
That's true, that is true.
Let's see, I will... This is looking a little brutal, I'm not gonna lie. As goofy as it is, I think I'm gonna try to take the pawn and just hope I get another good loot card, so I'll do that, and then each draw one. Okay, that's actually not too bad here. So I will, now that I've made my move, I'm in my play phase, I'll use Downest Wownest, which allows me to shift a piece down as far as possible, so I can get my bishop out of danger. Okay, that was kind of good. And then I will end my turn there. To clarify about these movement cards, the directions are relative, so it's down according to my perspective if I'm looking out from my color. So if Crillium used the Downest Wownest, it would go down that way.
Yep.
Okay, so now you may make your move.
For my move, I suppose I will move. So first, my cards get recharged. Make sure to do that at the start of your turn. And then I will try and move this bishop over here.
Okay.
And then I will use my bag of dice.
On what?
Or sorry, my lots of loot. And then use my bag of dice if I fail this. And I did, so I will use my bag of dice. Try to re-roll it. Unfortunately,
L.
no. Which means I move on to standard Steve. I will roll again. Unfortunately, no luck today. Which means my turn is over.
Okay. I'm going to start trying to get some other kinds of pieces out other than my bishops, so I will move pawn there.
Okay.
And then I'll end my turn.
So for my next turn, I am going to move my pawn over here. And then I would like to use a stun gun.
Oh, okay. This is a little scary.
On this bishop over here.
Okay, so whenever a stun gun is used, you grab tokens from the stun token bag, and then, or you grab 2, and then, oh, sorry, you then have 2 under there. So then, at the end of the player's turn that has the tokens on the piece, they'll remove 1 each time. When a stun token is on a piece, that piece cannot be selected for movement. So they can be moved with movement cards like the Downy Wowney we've seen before, but it cannot be, I can't be on my turn and be like, oh, I'm going to move this like during my move phase.
Yep, exactly. So I will...
Make sure to recharge those too.
Now...
These should have been charged at the start of the turn, but sometimes we forget.
Use...
It's good practice to remind your opponent too. You know, this is a wholesome game.
Exactly. So I will now use my lots of loot card again. I have gotten 2. I will choose now instead to use my standard Steve. Roll that. And I get a 1, which means I can now clone. And I will actually...
Actually, I don't know. I think I will use my reaction card of a Butterbean to cancel that trinket's triggered effect right there. So, reaction cards are a card we haven't seen yet, as opposed to instants where they're played as soon as you get them, and play cards when you can only play them on your play phase. Reaction cards can be played at any time, but most of them have a condition that must be like fulfilled. So, for example, here you have to have some effect you're reacting to.
So, also, because my turn is ending, the stun token that was placed under the
Nope,
bishop
that's
before
my turn.
will be deleted. Not yet, though.
Yeah.
During the next turn,
yeah.
it will be deleted.
Yeah, during the end of my turn, it'll be deleted. So, let's see. I'm like out of loot cards now. It's a little brutal. But I think I will... I'll move my queen out here now, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay. So, on my next turn, I will move my bishop forward, and also delete one of these stun.
Oh yeah, because I was supposed to do that on my last turn. Yep. Thank you for reminding me.
And I will roll for lots of loot. 6. Unfortunately, that does not cut it. So I will use the standard Steve ability now. Does not cut it again, but I will use, in reaction, bag of dice. Roll again. And that does cut it.
Oh, okay.
So that means I get a free pawn. And I will situate this pawn right here.
Okay.
Which means that is the end of my turn.
Well, this is horrifying. I guess I'm going to take a risk here and take the bishop, because at least if I mean, I guess it's... My bishops are, like, stronger than usual, so I guess it's, like, maybe fine to, like, take this risk. Okay. Let's see, each draw a loot card. I got... Oh, this is good. Okay.
So I have actually gained a trinket card.
Oh my god!
Which means even though it is not my turn, I will gain another trinket.
Let's see what you get.
So I'm going to deal one.
Penetration initiation. Oh, I was really hoping I could get it. I could get that card just because all my bishops are so good. But this makes it so rooks.
I think I accidentally gave you a trinket
Oh, okay.
just by pressing the wrong button. That can happen on tabletop.
Yeah, this should
occasions.
go on the bottom of the deck, I guess. So, penetration initiation. Rooks and bishops gain +1 pierce. So that means the player who has it, their rooks and bishops can, when attacking. So, like, let's say we have this. Let's say this rook was here. It could attack the queen and then keep moving afterward and hit up to like one more piece and then stop at that piece.
So it's a very good card.
Yeah, so you could use it to, I don't know, kill this queen and then move it past, or you could even use it to kill this pawn and then kill the rook.
Yep.
There's that provides you opportunities like that.
Okay. So now, would you like to end your turn?
No, I would first like to use this righty-whitey to shift your knight to the right so it cannot take my queen. And now I will end my turn.
Okay. So now I will recharge each of my loot. And
I'm like racing against the clock here now because the longer this game goes on, the stronger you're getting with all those trinkets.
So actually, I will destroy
What?
this bishop
Wow, okay.
by moving my queen.
And then we each grab a loot card.
Yep.
Horseshoe. Okay, that could come in handy later.
And I have gained a teleportation.
Okay. This will be very interesting later.
So the teleportation lets me swap pieces. This is a pretty good card for messing with other people, but I do not think I will use it right now. But instead, I will use my lefty-wefty.
Okay. So shift a
affect
piece one square left.
the queen.
Okay. And because it's relative, that's why William moved it to my right.
Yep. And I will use my lots of loot as per usual. One of these days I will get it. That is not today. So I will use my standard Steve next. Roll for that. And I got a 2, which means I get a new pawn, which I will choose to put right here.
Oh, no. Okay.
And I will decide to end my turn.
Okay. My turn starts. I'm going to take this bishop because I don't think there's anything that can get me from there for now. We each grab one loot card.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. I'll just put that back on top. Okay. And then I will use this horseshoe to jump a piece as if it was a knight. So jump means, unlike shifting, it allows you to go over pieces. So I will move my bishop. Ooh, yeah, okay, I'm going to want to go here. Wait, is there any other good option? Here? I kind of like that. It's a little... No, it's going to be way too easy for you to move. Well, I guess no matter what, you can move the pawn up to be like, to attack me. But I think here's probably the best option. And then I will end my turn there, so now you can go.
Alright, so unfortunately my opponent has forgotten my penetration and...
No! Wait! Oh wait, no. You can't move through your own pieces like that.
You cannot?
Yeah, you scared me for a second there. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Because it's like, basically it's defined as, let me check real quick. Okay, pierce. For each point of pierce, a piece may continue moving after capturing a piece as if that piece was never there. So yeah, but it has to be like through a capture.
All right.
Yeah, it's no Bishop Bruce, being able to move and capture through pieces, friendly pieces.
Let me recharge my abilities as well. So because that does not actually apply, I will decide to instead... I will actually use my bomb now.
Oh.
Well, after I move a piece, because you
Yeah.
actually have to move your piece first.
Yep, because it's move phase and then your play phase.
So I will move my queen over here.
Okay.
And then, since I've moved, I will do my play phase. Bomb allows me to remove a pawn from the board.
Okay, and then we each get a loot card because it died.
Yep.
Upper Wupper. Okay.
And I have received unstable explosives, which
Ooh.
is actually an instant bomb.
Yep.
Which I will choose to use. And I can only really use this on a pawn here because it only does 1 damage, and pawns are the only pieces with 1 health.
Yep. Bishops and knights also have 1 health, but because of my Bishop Bruce card, my bishops have +1 health, and I also have no knights because of that.
So that actually means that we would gain another card.
Yep.
I have given you that card.
Oh, okay.
And
this is maybe game changing.
Next, I will choose
Oh
to use a bomb.
Oh my god, you're getting so many!
And I will actually blow up this pawn over here, which
Okay,
will allow
each get
me
one.
to get another card.
Righty-whighty,
And
okay.
this card that I have gotten is an Uppy Whuppy. So I will use my trinkets now, because I have used up all of the cards that I want to at the current moment. So I will bag of dice that, just in case. And I actually finally got it.
Oh, that's really scary.
Which
Please don't be
means
something that fucks me over.
I get a righty-whitey and a dice shard. I will
Okay.
now use my standard Steve ability, which allows me to roll the dice. I did not get it, but I can use my dice shard ability.
Yep, and that's a reaction card, so you can play it anytime too.
So I will now roll, and unfortunately, it was not enough. So I will end my turn.
So to start my turn, I will... I think I'll... There's not really a good option with my queen there. I guess I can move my bishop here. I don't think that leaves me in a bad spot. And then I will play rookie, which allows me to gain a rook and place it wherever. So I'll place it here to attack that king. I'll then upper whupper this pawn, so William cannot move the king out of the way of the rook. And then I will end my turn there.
Okay.
Oh, and for reference, in Chess Souls, the king cannot be put in check. Reason being is, if your king's in check, you could just, after you move, use a righty-whitey or something to get it out of the way. So the goal is to kill the king, not to checkmate your opponent.
Yep. So next, I will move my queen here and destroy this piece, which will allow me to deal
Each
cards.
Yep, each get a blue card.
And
Okay.
next, I will use an Uppy Whuppy and another Uppy Whuppy. Or sorry, actually one Uppy Whuppy will do in this case. I'll use 2 just to be safe. I will move this pawn up here, which means my queen is protected for at least 1 turn. So I will actually use a Mega Bomb to destroy
My rook.
the rook.
Yep,
And
and rooks
this
have
means
2 health, so that's why that was
I
possible.
will deal to both players. And I have gotten a Mega Bomb,
Oh god, okay.
which will allow me to destroy this other rook, which will allow me to deal to both players.
Okay. That's actually good.
Yep. And also, I will use a righty-whitey to move this pawn right here to keep my pawn protected.
Okay.
And then I will recharge my abilities and use loot. Hopefully I get it. I have gotten it.
Ooh, okay.
So I have gotten 2 new abilities.
Well, Butterbean, which we've seen before, allows you to cancel stuff, and then a battery, which is also pretty good.
I will use my battery to recharge my lots of loot, and I will use again. I will roll. Unfortunately, that did not work, but I will use my bag of dice to re-roll. Did not work. I will use Standard Steve, roll again. That unfortunately did not work, and I will now end my turn.
Okay. My first move is to kill your queen. And then we each get a loot card. And then, I'm starting to have a lot. I will then, I will use a soul heart. No, I don't want to use that yet. That's gonna be a very special card. I'm gonna use a righty whitey to move this pawn. And then I will use Fanatic Feminist to replace one of my rooks with a queen.
But I will unfortunately Butterbean this ability, which will cancel its effect.
Okay, then I guess I won't be doing that. Wow, that that really sucks. Okay, I think I will. Anything I can prepare for here? I think I'll uppy wuppy this. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, never mind. I think I'll rightest whitest the king. It's maybe a bad move, but I'll try it. And then I will end my turn there.
Alright. So I will move my pawn up here, which will allow us both to gain a card.
Okay.
And I will play...
Oh, you got the stun?
The sun.
Okay. So on William's next turn, he'll be able to make 2 moves. So this is pretty terrifying.
Yep. You just have to keep that in mind.
Yep.
And I will use my ability Teleportation.
Ooh, okay.
To swap here and here, now that it is protected by the king.
Okay.
And I will recharge my cards in order to use them now. So first I will use lots of loot. Unfortunately did not go through, so I will use Standard Steve. Fortunately did not go through, so I will use Bag of Dice. It has succeeded. This means I will get a new pawn, and I will put this pawn right here.
Oh no, that's so sad. Okay.
So I will complete my turn.
Okay. I think I will cry, and then I will... Oh, this is like such a brutal, like... Yeah, these... Oh, wait. No. I mean, I guess I could... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, as weird as it is. Okay, I'm going to use... No, wait. Okay, 2 moves. William has 2 moves next turn, so I need to... Oh my. I actually... Okay, so... For those watching, I was planning on using my Soul Heart to protect my queen to take this rook, but because William has 2 moves, and the Soul Heart puts a protection token, which is from this bag, it would basically let if my piece gets hit, that the piece that attacked would go back to the position where it started, and then the token would be gone. So it basically gives the piece an extra hit, so to speak. But because William can make 2 moves, they could just take out both. So I can't really rely on that. So I think I'm going to need to... Oh, and then William has penetration initiation, so they can go through my queen, no matter what I do there. So I have to get my king to like a really weird spot. And I'm not... If I do an uppy wuppy, and then no... Oh no, don't tell me this is game or something.
You have to move.
Yep. Okay, I think I'll move here. Uppy wuppy this pawn. I think that helps, because then the rook can't just go there and attack, but I'm probably missing something. And then I will use a soul heart on the on my queen. And then I don't think there's anything else I can do there, so I'll end my turn there.
Okay. So, now that it's my turn, I will recharge my cards. And I will attack the queen for my first move, which will remove the protection token.
Okay.
And then I will attack the queen for my second move and penetrate to right here.
Okay, then we each get a loot card because of the queen.
We will each obtain one loot card. And I have received a legendary Uppy Wuppy, which I will use to move my pawn.
Oh no! Okay.
And I will use my Lots O loot. Unfortunately, no cigar. I will use my other ability. Unfortunately, no cigar. So I will end my turn.
Okay. Wow, this is brutal. Okay. I think I'll have to Gonna use no, I can't do that first. I'll have to Oh, no, I can't. Oh, okay. Because of can't do that. I'll move I think I'm going to go for a Hail Mary and just hope I get a good card. It's going to be a pretty low chance it happens, but I will hope. I'm going to take the knight. Yeah, because this is getting a little hopeless. Where'd my... Wait. Okay, there. We each get a loot card. Trinket. Okay, this could save my game, possibly. I get Genghis Pawn. Your pawns can now capture pieces in all 3 squares above it, so basically, if I had a pawn that was like here, for instance, I could attack this pawn. And then, in addition, if they capture a piece, they turn into the type of piece that the captured piece was. So if I captured, like this rook, turn into a rook, capture the king, turn it into another king, and you have 2 kings. But
game
that will
would
not
probably be over by that point.
Yeah, that will not save me. So I'm gonna do my best to at least stall and downer wowner, and then lefty wefty the king. I think I'll end my turn there then.
Unfortunately, stalling does not win games. So I will move my pawn up and obtain a queen.
You have a queen back here you can copy.
And I will clone this queen. Queen now is a offensive menace.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have left or wefted. No, because then it could just attack my king. Never mind.
And I will use my ability, Lots of Loot.
Okay.
And I will use my ability, Bag of Dice, to reroll.
Ooh.
And I will use my ability, Standard Steve. And
okay, well that probably seals my fate.
A new pawn, which I will put... Where shall I put my new pawn? I believe maybe a controversial decision, but right here.
Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Okay, and because I have basically no options to escape, the only thing I can do is, like, move my king here and then just have more of his cards trigger. I need to do something proactive. So I will take this pawn right here and hope I get a good loot card. Ultimate Sacrifice? Okay. This is a really crazy card. Kill all of your pieces on the left half of your board beside your king, and then move your king to any available square and place 1 protection token under it.
So also, before that is done, I need to
Oh, a
gain
trinket. Okay.
So I will deal myself a trinket, which is Flight of the Knight.
So when you move a knight, you may choose it to move 3 by 1,
I
but
do not have a knight.
If he did have a knight, what it would allow him to do is, so you can move, knights are like 1 and then 2, but this will allow you to move 1 and then 3. So a lot of
lots of crazy possibilities brought
yeah.
by that ability.
So now I will play my ultimate sacrifice, which is probably not the actual meta choice to make here, but it's fun. Okay, so let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces here that are all killed. So we each draw 6.
We would each draw 6. I
Yep.
will deal them out. There we go.
Okay, I get 2 trinkets here.
And I have also gained a...
Okay, let's see. I got a... swap meet. At the end of my turn, I roll. If I get a 1 to 3, switch the position of 2 non-king pieces on the same team.
And I have received a Mom's Eyeshadow.
Oh, this one's probably one of the best in the game. At the end of your turn, you roll. If you get a 6, you choose which of your opponent's pieces they move next turn. If that piece has no available moves, the effect no longer applies. So if you pick a rook in the corner of the map that has no available moves, it doesn't just stalemate the game.
Yep.
Wording used to work like that, and it was used to stalemate a game once, so we made sure that would never happen again.
Also, the king can now move anywhere on the board because of Ultimate Sacrifice.
Yep. So I will put my king here, and then do the protection token. And then I will... Okay, now I have 2 the devils, which allow me to destroy a trinket. So I think I will be destroying Bag of Dice. So wait, alright, make sure you put that in. Oh, I guess there is no room for discard right now. Okay, devil. Destroy that. And then I will use it on... I think I'll wait, because it is a reaction card, so I actually can just wait until a use case comes up. And then... Is there anything else here I can do?
Also, I have received a instant.
Oh,
You
rescue
may receive
operation.
a
That's
piece and put
scary.
it in an available square on your home.
Yeah, and your home is the back 4 rows of your
So
side.
I will gain a queen.
Yep, and this is why we don't delete pieces and we keep them on the side. It's because if you get rescue operation, that becomes relevant. Oh, God, okay.
Okay. It is. Are you done with your turn, or would you like to continue?
I would like to end my turn there.
I will now capture this piece.
Damn, I was hoping you were going to do it with the queen, and then... Okay. Well,
Fortunately, that would not be a beneficial trade for me.
yeah, no.
And I will now use Secretarian.
Oh, Secretariat! Get a knight. Okay.
I will place
Or
this
make-
knight right here. I will now use my stun gun ability.
Okay. Wait.
on-
I need to check the rule book real quick, because if you do that, they may stalemate the game. I don't remember if we changed that, but
Yeah, there are some edge cases that you want to keep track
yeah.
of.
So okay, a piece of at least 1 stun token cannot be selected for movement during the move phase. At the end of your move phase, yeah, if you select that, I can't make a move.
Which I will actually decide not to do. I will now recharge my cards and use Lots O Loot, which does not pass. I will now use my ability Mom's Shadow Eye.
Mom's eyeshadow. Oh, no.
Does pass.
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter, because there's only 1 piece you could select anyway.
So I will select the king.
Wow,
on my
okay.
move. I will now use the standard Steve ability, which allows me to gain a
Oh, okay.
extra. So I will clone, and I will place it right here.
Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Okay. I will take this pawn right here. And then hopefully I get a good loot card. I got a Downy Wowney. Not exactly what I wanted, but I guess... You know what, that's actually... Yeah, that's basically irrelevant. Okay, or... You know, I'll at least use the Downy Wowney to move this knight out of the way. And then... yeah, not much else I can do right here, so I think I'll end my turn.
So I will now remove the protection token
Okay.
as my turn. I will now use my lots of loot ability.
Are you sure you want to do this?
What do you mean?
You'll see, I guess.
And then I will use my
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna let my king like be right there and then just let me like attack it.
And I will use my righty whitey. And then
Okay.
I will use my righty whitey. And then I will use my standard Steve ability, which will allow me to roll. Unfortunately, it did not pass. I will now use my mom's eyeshadow ability. Unfortunately, it did not pass. I shall end my turn.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess I can take your queen? I don't know if you're intending for me to do that, but that's pretty nice. Okay. I get a loot. Pawn song! Okay, okay, okay. Now we're cooking. I think I will... Actually, are we cooking? I mean, like... Honestly, I don't think I have a chance here. As good as Pawn Song is... Wait. Yeah, on available non-promotion square. I don't have an uppy-wuppy, so I can't spawn them in and instantly promote them. Your king is too far away. I don't really think I can trap him anymore. I think I will forfeit here.
Okay.
So...
A forfeit is allowed at any time.
Yeah, especially because games can occasionally get one-sided. But yeah, that's was a pretty crazy end to the match, and I hope you enjoyed watching this the first online full playthrough of Chess Souls. And next, I will be making a tutorial going over specific mechanics, since this video was quite long and went over a whole game. So I'll be going through basically every card and how to use it.
Yep. Thank you for watching.
Yep. Have a good day, y'all.